The hearings start today in Quebec City on Bill 64. That is the proposed legislation to create a long gun registry in Quebec. It would replace the one that was abolished by the former Conservative government. Maya, at first it seemed that all the MNAs agreed on this, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
Exactly, Mitsumi. There seem to be divisions appearing in both the Liberal and PQ caucuses, depending on the regions that the MNAs represent. In more urban areas, for example, they tend to be in favor of the registry, but there are a few MNAs who represent rural areas who've expressed some concerns, some doubts about the registry because of what they're hearing from the people living in their ridings. Now, officially, though, both the Liberals and the PQ support the bill. The CAQ, meanwhile, says it wants to see a final version of the bill before taking a position because it's concerned about the costs of this registry. Here's more now from Public Security Minister Martin Coiteux on why he says the government feels this bill is necessary.
And I think it's very important for our police services to have this tool. I think there is a historical context that explains why it is so important. Why we want to do this in Quebec. We have voted at the National Assembly at several occasions that we were in favor of creating that. We asked the federal government also to give us the data at one stage when they wanted to abolish their own registry. So the question here is to do it at the lowest possible cost, is to eliminate as many irritants as possible, especially for people practicing their activities of hunting and fishing.
Now, last week, a group that wants to see Quebec create its own registry came to the National Assembly to voice their support for this legislation, and that group included the Quebec Provincial Police Association, survivors of the shooting at Polytechnique, and also the mother of Anastasia D'Souza, who was the student who was killed at the Dawson College shooting in 2006. Now, the hearings on this bill get underway this afternoon, and we'll be hearing from the Assembly of the First Nations of Quebec and Labrador, and also from the Canadian Association for Firearms. And the hearings will continue until mid-April, Mitsumi.
Thank you very much, Maya. That's Maya Johnson in Quebec City.